Hey, buddy. Could I please have the ultimate burger box, please?
Ultimate box, yeah. Is that regular or large?
Regular with a Pepsi Max.
Max, anything else?
Yeah, I was just looking at this. Have you got new flavours of sliders?
Sliders?
Yeah.
Which side would you like?
Have you got new flavours? I thought there was a sign saying new flavour.
So the same three, pepper mayo, barbecue, and supercharged.
Same ones.
Oh, same ones. Okay, well, can I get a supercharged and a pepper mayo, one of each, please?
Yeah. Just the two?
Yes, please.
That's $20.95 altogether. Is anything else?
No, that's all. Thank you.
Also drive up first.
Thanks, mate. One thing about this Kentucky Fried is everything's usually really, really fresh, hot,
Nice.
clean. They're really fast. There's a lot to, and inside is really clean. There's a lot going through it. This one.
Obviously,
Yep.
nice and new. It's fresh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. The only thing I've had here is a little bit of I'll call it communication problems. Every time, like he just said to me what size or whatever, and I've said regular. But when you get round here, they'll bring you a big Pepsi, and then you'll open the box and you'll have large chips, and then you look at your bill later. You've been billed for a large, and
So we'll
Yeah.
keep an eye on that.
yeah. Well, the last time I came here, she brought the large Pepsi, and I said, "Oh no, sorry, it's just a can. Don't give me the wrong size and rip yourselves off." And then I realised later that she changed it for a can from a bottle.
Yeah, but you've been charged for
I've
large.
been charged for the large, yeah.
So when they give you a bottle, you just go, no, it's supposed to be regular.
Yeah.
Regular, not a large, just a regular, thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. But she probably should have said. Anyway, let's see what happens.
It's all good.
Hello.
Hey, how are we?
Good.
I was looking after the two sliders.
Yes. Yeah. And that ultimate box is a regular, not a large.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good job.
Just $20.95 for that one.
Thanks.
Here's that one for you.
Thank you.
No worries. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys.
You too. Isn't it right? Like I just said that because every time I've come here, I've been upsized and paid for it, and then realised later. But that person had it right. They even
Yeah, I
had
know
this
it.
one waiting.
Yeah.
So that person was really honest and isn't part of. It's either an accident or maybe the way they've been trained. But that person did the right thing, and isn't that the way though? You say something like every time I come here, and then when you're filming it, you get proved wrong. They're doing it right that day. That person was very sincere. Eyes.
I didn't see their face.
Yeah, right.
Might be on the camera though.
Yeah, right. And you know what else is?
Very interesting name too.
What was the name?
DeAndre. So
DeAndre,
it's a D,
yeah.
what's it called? Not the comma, the other one.
Yeah.
A apostrophe, sorry.
Yeah, right.
D apostrophe and then Andre. Yeah.
Wow.
It's quite,
You know. I like it when you meet cool different people that look different, but they're also nice too. And I just enjoyed that that person was nice to me and did everything good at the window, even though like not much happened. They just gave me food, but overall it still was that
it was a nice interaction.
nice interaction with someone trying to be really nice. The kindness.
The box with two sliders?
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
we
Good
are.
man. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they got the good staff. That guy was sort of the same sort of idea.
They got some nice ones.
Yeah, he was very gentle. Okay, might as well just park here and eat, I guess. It's a big box of food, but that's good. Anything I don't eat, I can put in the fridge. Ah, sliders. Hell yeah. These are a great invention. Supercharged, that means hot, right? I'm
Yeah.
guessing.
Yeah, it's like a spicy mayo.
I think it's still pretty mild and really tasty though, the
Yeah.
mayo here.
Yeah, I've had one before, they're nice.
Mm. Mm. Yeah, that's good. Oh, really fresh. You know when it's like really hot, but not just hot, you can taste it as fresh as well. So it's not really hot because it's been a really good hot box. It's come out of the fryer very recently. It's too crunchy and everything. Yeah, they got a good system in there for this because their food's always good. It's funny how they vary from store to store, these chains.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
I think there's a McDonald's famous for being really bad or something, really dirty, horrible food. You never know with these things if there's rumours or real until you go there, I guess. But we get YouTube videos and I'll be like, the Macca's the worst Macca's on planet Earth. That's just bread. I won't eat too much bread. And this one's just the regular, I think. I don't usually like barbecue these days because it's not a barbecue sauce that a lot of these chains use. It's that hickory one.
Yeah. It's not nice.
You not like it either? Clearly a lot of people do because...
Hey, they keep putting them everywhere.
Yeah, it's every chain. It's on the Hungry Jack's burgers, the Macca's burgers, these ones, they've all got that hickory.
Is that one good?
Yeah. Gosh, I might be full after these two sliders, you know that? I'm on these injections that the Kardashians use. Trying to think what it's called. Ozempic. And it's for blood sugar control because of my diabetes, right? But what other people are using it for is weight control because somehow what it does, it talks to the part of your brain that tells you when you've had enough protein. How weird's that? So all bodybuilders now will tell you how you get rid of your hunger is eat protein, right? Because that's and then if you watch your carbs and all that and your fat, as long as you have the protein, you won't be hungry and all that. Well, this thing makes it that you eat a little bit of protein, then tells you that you've had lots of protein. So you end up even eating a calorie deficit because you're not having the carbs, you're not having the fat, and then you're not having a lot of protein either. Because these two sliders, like right now, what it's done, my body's telling me that I've had more than sufficient. I feel really stuffed.
Excellent.
So I'm going to wrap this up and I'll rest this meal and put it in the fridge at home for later. But it saves money too.
It does.
There's two sliders rather than in the old days, I'd come here, eat this whole box, have a couple of sliders, then I'd have to sit and go, I'm going to just sit for half an hour and let it. Otherwise, I'll go back to the drive-thru and buy more. But that Ozempic works, man.
Excellent.
Yeah, and as a result, my sugars are down a lot.
Good.
Because you're not putting the food in there to get the sugar through the blood. You're not ingesting it in the first place. Because your brain's telling you that you've had enough food, even though you're probably in a calorie deficit. Have you got it in 1080 now? Or?
No, it's still 4K.
Oh, right. There is a way of changing that, but I don't know how to do it.
Oh, look, when you put it into Splice, it'll just come out as 1080 when you finish the project.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, if I hit 1080, but I could hit 4K, and then it renders slowly and then uploads to YouTube slowly if I do that, which is why I don't.
Well, the files are massive, that's why.
Yeah. Oh, right. And then the thing is, right?
So the file's 4 times as large, basically.
Whoa. And I don't think the picture's that much better that it warrants putting in all the sitting around and the rendering and all that. I don't think it's worth it.
We often shoot our short films with 4K, but they still come out at 1080 at the end.
Oh, right.
So all it's allowing you to do is to, like, let's say I shot at 4K and I wanted to zoom into something. I can zoom into that, let's say 3 times. It will look just as good as 1080.
Wow. What is it
That's
on
such
YouTube?
resolution.
Yeah, on YouTube, you can now have 4K, right? And then there's actually about 5 different, I don't know, there's a number of things even higher grade than that. And so there are certain videos where if you go into the select, you can get, it'll be sort of default 1080, but you can then put it to 4K or even 5 more steps better.
Yep.
But I don't like doing that because sometimes it's slow, there's interruptions and stuff, but the picture is clearer.
It is. And it comes down to how it was shot.
Well, what is that? Is it 4K and then it goes up to 8K or something? Or
There is a 6 and an 8, and 12's just coming out.
is that so? That's what it would be on YouTube as well, or is it just 4K and then lots of different standards of 4K?
I'd have to have a look.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I'd have to have a look. Squeeze.
But I got shocked because some people, especially like underwater ocean with beautiful coloured fish and people shooting colourful birds in the jungle and that, they'll shoot it with whatever this really, really high grade is. And yeah, if you're patient enough to let it load up, oh man, it looks amazing.
Yes.
Really beautiful. The detail on little grasshoppers and the colours though, the colours.
Oh, it's spectacular, isn't it?
The other thing is though as well, I've got a funny feeling that if you want your phone footage to look like a movie, even if it's 1080, you just got to put some filter over the top. But I don't know if I've got those filters in Splice or not. I probably do.
We should have a look.
Yeah. Because maybe I should. Because if a filter's not going to make it take longer to load or anything, I don't think.
Shouldn't it?
Yeah, so it might be nice if all your videos look like a Hollywood blockbuster. Like even this driving video, if it looked Hollywood blockbuster rather than Handycam, it might be nice.
Yeah.
And if it's all just put a filter on it.
Let's have a look when we get back.
Yeah. I've got to work out a direction to go in because that was okay filming in the drive-through, but if we'd gone into the restaurant, we would have encountered a different situation. And also, if you're walking in the car park and filming, people get offended by that.
Yeah.
And that I'm finding I'm getting a lot of resistance from people offended for all different reasons, especially since they all know me as like I've been here before and I've had fans come up to me and go, "Annihilator, my God, what are you doing at our Macca's?" and all that. So I'm known definitely here on the Sunshine Coast from YouTube at this point.
Yeah.
And some people are friendly, but most people want to one-up you, or they want to be able to say, "I met that guy and I sorted him out, don't you worry," or whatever, and it's just totally ridiculous. So it's actually not a positive encounter, and especially the business owners, they're a little bit unfriendly. I don't think they like the idea of you filming in their business. And I think with people today, they open a pizza shop or a steak shop or a shop like that because they want, well, it gives you some standing in the community, doesn't it? Like, oh, that's that guy that owns the kebab shop, or whatever. It gives you an identity in the community. And so if you come along and do videos about their shop, they sort of feel like you're stealing a bit of their limelight or aura or their and they're like, well, he doesn't slave all day here crumbing the steaks and putting them in the fryer and taking them out on plates, and yet he's, yeah. So but the thing is though, what these guys have to realise is that if you're just going along doing a journal saying, "I ate at the Schnitzel parlour today," people are going to say, "Oh, Annihilator ate at that Schnitzel parlour," and when you get on the computer, if you type in Schnitzel parlour, this is a business I just made up. Schnitzel parlour, my video might be the first thing that comes up on the Google thing with everybody, and that things like that, and it's like, well, welcome to life in the modern world where people have phones and it's not illegal to shoot movies. In fact, that's what I wanted to ask you, Rowan. In Australia, are we under the law of you've got no, as soon as you walk out in public, you don't have a right to privacy anymore because there's cameras everywhere, and like, you know, when you go to the mall, you're on camera the whole time. And
Yeah,
So-
it's a grey area.
okay, because in England it's quite strong
Yes.
that you've got a right to film, and that you don't have a right to go up to someone and say, "Don't film me."
Yeah, correct. Obviously, you know, if you're walking around filming faces and stuff like that, then people do have the right to walk up and say, please don't film me.
And you have to stop, or like, let's say
If you were filming that person, if they were just sitting there and you were filming that person, which is something you don't do.
I don't do that.
Right, I'm just saying, like, if that happened, they have every right to walk up and say, hey, please don't do that.
I think where some of it started, I remember in the 90s here in Australia, especially, I think it even started here in Mooloolaba, right?
Mm-hmm.
What they did is they brought in this whole idea, you can't take photos in or around children's playground areas anymore.
Correct.
Because you know, bad guys that want to film children with bad intent might be doing that.
Yes.
And so, what the hard part about that is, you go down to the park with, like, I think even my older brother took his 8 and 6-year-old down to the park. He's wanted to film them and take photos of his kids on the swing, and people were like, "You can't do that here," because he was from overseas.
Yeah.
And he didn't know, and they said, "You can't do that here. It's illegal, and you might film my kid." And he said, "Well, I'm just trying to film my kids on the swing." And then he had to cease and desist with it because they were so adamant.
Yes.
And then he came home and asked my dad and said, "Well, can't I film my kids at the swings? What's going on there?" He said, "Yeah, here on the Sunshine Coast especially, they brought out laws to stop people. You're not allowed to take photos in and around children's parks and all that now."
Yes.
And that's kind of a shame though, because I think most people at the park just want to film their kids on the swing.
Yeah, and just have some fun.
So you got one awful person doing something, but then again, what can they really do? Oh, I don't know. There must have been a reason they brought that law in, but it's affected. I think, like, when I'm around the place, I have a lot of people, you know, I think they've got in their head you want to film their children, and it's totally ridiculous because you're in the back corner filming the pie in front of you.
Exactly, yeah.
And it's like, I'm not even facing you guys.
I'm just looking at my food.
Yeah, can't you see the camera the whole time's been filming down at the pie, and then on selfie mode as I chomp into the pie, and so anyway, you get a really good shot of the glass houses and all that here, don't you?
Yeah.
This will all be suburbia soon. All this cow paddocks, everything. This is all going to be. It's already planned. But over to the right here, Rowan, I think that mountain there is the one that you go up to get to Mullaney.
Yes.
I'm trying to think what it's called. Mount Mellon.
Yes, Mount Mellon.
And then one of the ones over there is Butterham.
Some rain?
Yeah, right. Isn't it cool though that you can come to a clear space like this and
Yeah, you see so much.
you know when I was at Scarborough the other day,
Yeah.
you could see the Glasshouse Mountains across the Moreton Bay.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, the Glasshouse Mountains, you can see them from every direction for so many miles.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
Like, I got amazed one day. I'm driving down Murrayfield Road, Caboolture,
Yeah.
or Murrayfield, and I'm on a little bit of a hill, and I look out to the front of me, and I can see the Glasshouse Mountains from there. And it's like, what?
Yep.
When you're at Bribey Island, you can see them.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, beautiful space, the glass house.
sure is.
It's a beautiful, beautiful space.
This new road's rad, isn't it? Okay, so I think that mountain in front, is that Melham or is that the one in Beerwah? Oh, I don't know. I get shocked because when you drive even from Baringa,
Yes.
1 minute the Glasshouse Mountains are on your right, the next minute they're on your left, because the road changes angles, and my sense of direction's terrible. Yeah, that's the one in Beerwah, and that one to the right's Melham, I think.
Yes.
Oh no, that's got houses on. That's Melham.
Yeah, no, that one's Mellon.
That's Melham.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then that's just a continuing range.
Yep. Yeah, right. So that's Mullaney and Montville.
Mullaney,
and all that.
Montville, Flaxton, Mapleton.
It's so interesting, hey, when you go to the lookout at Glasshouse, and then what they have like a, I don't know if you call it a compass, but there's a thing there, and it goes, that's Moreton Island, that's Caloundra, that's Caboolture, that's. think this side of Roy's Road and this side of the Bruce Highway is going to be built out in a real hurry
Not for
because
a
you've got
while.
these pine forests and they're a business.
Yes.
And I don't think they're planning on knocking it down and building here for a while.
I hope they don't.
But the other side of the highway, that's toast. That's going to be all suburban.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, the other side of the highway from the Gold Coast all the way through to Gympie's toast. They've already said we're going to fill it all in. It's going to make that Bruce Highway. They're going to have to come up with a solution, man. Maybe tunneling under the ground, or because you think even Baringa, where we just went,
Yeah.
I think that's got 50,000 people. And is that right? Do you know how many's there or not?
No, I don't know. I'm just like, oh, that's a lot already.
Well, even if it's not 50 yet, the plan is it will be.
Yeah.
And that's the same with even the one near the university. What's that? Is that called Horizon?
Harmony.
Harmony.
Harmony, yeah.
Same deal. It's like, oh wow. So hang on, wait a minute. You guys are putting 2 suburbs in at the moment that are both going to have populations as big as the town of Wagga. And then all 50,000 of those people are all going to be on the Bruce Highway going to Brisbane. Uh-oh.
That's a problem.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
And that's where the coast is going to feel it, and it is a problem.
You know what it is, Rowan? It's too many people moving up from down south
Correct.
because they want to be up in the warm.
I want to do the sea change.
Yep. And there's nothing you can do to stop it.
No, can't put a wall up.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that means we're going to have this. But it's funny with Beerwah itself, and Dad's been around a lot of towns and growth and whatever, like Darwin and Wagga and all that sort of, and even Canberra. I said to Dad, I reckon, because the hairdresser said it to me as well, she said, in 5 years' time, Beerwah was going to be a madhouse. And I said that to Dad, he said, no, mate. He said, in Beerwah, it's 20, maybe 25 years' time, it will be like a city, basically, and busy and all that. But
That's realistic.
yeah, he said, so I hope he's right, because if I don't leave Beerwah and go somewhere quieter, you know, I'd like to
Enjoy it.
enjoy it.
Yeah. Bloody hell.
Because at the moment it's real quiet a lot of the time.
Yes.
Tell you what, I think Beerwah would have been a great place 20 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's gotten a lot busier in the last 20, but it's not, I don't think, going to accelerate to anything beyond this for a while. Because they don't seem to be building too many estates and whatever.
No, I think you're pretty safe for now.
Yeah. You know, on that other side of the highway too, they're going to be putting shopping malls over there, I believe.
Yes.
In fact, I heard the world's, the biggest mall in the Southern Hemisphere is going to be built
Supposedly, yeah.
just where we came from.
Yeah.
So that's going to keep everybody over there.
Which is good.
Yeah, for us.
Which
at
is
Beerwah.
good on this side, yeah. And it's also better for, Maroochydore way as well.
Yeah.
That, those people that are down this way have got somewhere to go and shop.
Yeah.
They don't have to go up to the Sunshine Plaza,
Yeah.
which keeps the roads a little bit better.
Yeah. And hopefully they don't need to go to Brisbane as much then either.
Yeah. Waiting to see, the train line that they're looking at doing into Maroochydore.
Yeah, that's cool though.
It will be really cool.
I think, you know what I think it's going to do? It's going to go from Landsborough to Caloundra, then up to Maroochydore.
I think you're right. Yeah.
That's pretty cool, mate.
Yeah.
We need that.
Well, it's tough for those people that, do get on a train. They've got to deal with a bus before they get to a train.
Yeah.
And then on the flip side, on the opposite scale, they've got to then deal with a bus after a train when they've gotten home.
Yeah.
That's just going to make it so much easier for people that go to work in Brisbane or whatnot.
Yeah.
And get on the train in Maroochydore, get on that train that takes them to Brisbane, get to work, get on a train, get back home, get on a train that takes them almost to their fucking door. Beautiful.
That's always, see, this is getting built though.
Yeah.
I think that's actually going to be an estate.
It is, I believe.
This was Strawberry Farms.
Yes.
Yeah. So all on that side, that's another estate. So that's, shit, I wonder how many houses they'll put in there. Would it be 1,000? Is that big enough?
You'd get a couple hundred. Definitely get a couple hundred.
The way I understand it, this strawberry field's sold and going to be built on as well. This one just to the left here. This side, no, that's
Yeah, just
all
keep it.
good. Jarvis. Yeah, that won't affect us too much, though. That's not that big of a state. Yeah, it's interesting stuff, though, isn't it? I really love small towns, though. I do.
Yeah.
Like, if you drive half an hour west of here, have you been to Kilcoy before?
Sure have.
I love Kilcoy, the way it's built up on the hill and that.
Yeah.
And anywhere you want to get to in Kilcoy, 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute to the shop, 1 minute to the chemist, 1 minute to the... Yeah, that's brilliant, Kilcoy.
Yeah, I was almost there the other Saturday when I was at the Dag pub.
Oh, did you go to the Dag pub?
Yeah.
What was that for again? Oh, barbecue.
Yeah, barbecue class.
How'd that go?
It was really good, yeah.
Yeah, it was
really good.
unbelievable.
I'll show you some of the photos if you can.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I know you like it. So
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I'll show you some of the photos from the day.
Was there a band there that night as well?
No band. No
That's
band.
what they're going to have. You have barbecue and then you'll sit around eating and watch a band. That'd make
Yeah. Yeah, so this was a class, so it was 4 hours of cooking, basically. And telling
that would have been
telling
awesome.
you how to.
Wow. What did they cook?
So they do tomahawk steaks.
Oh.
They do...
Are they the steaks that are as big as a squash racket or what?
Yeah.
On a bone?
Yeah. The bone's as long as your arm almost.
Oh, them done right.
Oh, they're amazing. They are amazing.
Yeah.
What else do they do? They do lamb shoulder, which they pull.
Oh.
They do St. Louis pork ribs.
No kidding.
What else?
Will they fall off the bone or?
Yeah.
You kidding?
Well, not fall off. Proper texture. So you
Yep.
bite and it still stays on the bone, but it comes away from the bone.
Yep.
What else do they do? They do pork belly burnt ends.
Yeah, right.
They do brisket. They do brisket burnt ends.
Wow.
What else?
With the lamb, pulled lamb.
Chicken.
Yeah, right. The only time I've had pulled lamb, because I don't like a lot of these pulled meats because I find it dry and stringy a lot of the time.
No, this is wet and
Yeah.
juicy.
Yeah, because you know who does a good pulled lamb burger, or at least they did when I went there. There's a place called Rick's Garage at Palmwoods.
Yes. Yep,
And I just went, wow, yeah. And then the guy here loaded Ned Kelly's loaded house or what, food house.
Yeah.
I had there. He said, oh, we do a pulled pork burger, and I said, no, don't want it. I don't like pulled pork. It's dry. It's whatever. He said, no, try it, and I had it. It's real moist,
Yeah.
soft. Yeah. And he's got a pretty nice barbecue sauce on it as well. It's not
Yeah.
hickory.
Excellent.
Yeah, right. So their lamb was moist, hey?
The lamb's always super moist. What else do they do?
I saw,
Briskets,
Rowan, I saw
so
something
much good
else
stuff.
about those guys. They ran a course over at Cotton Tree just over this weekend, didn't they? As well.
No, so they put up the photos from the Dag.
Oh, that must have been what I saw on
Yeah, you
Facebook.
probably saw the photos I took.
Did you take those?
Yeah, they're all my photos.
That wasn't on your Facebook, That was on the Cotton Tree Meats Facebook.
Yeah. So
That just came through random, because
so-
I don't think
so
I followed them.
I take the photos and I upload them to them,
Oh, wow.
and then they choose the ones that they like.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, no, I get paid. I get paid for that. That's a big day.
Very cool.
But yeah, no, it's probably close to the 20th one I've done.
Unreal.
Not at the Dag. So the other one that they do is at Sunshine Brewery in Kahlua,
Yeah, right.
which is great. They have about 20 people at that one, where this one had 60.
Unreal.
That's a big class. It's a really big